So our stories always start with our ancestors and our childhood. And my father's a big reason that I'm in this field today, because he always encouraged me to be a doctor. And my father was born in Malaysia in 1935, and he used to go to school through a rainforest. And when he was 10 years old, he lived through World War II, during which he witnessed many acts of violence that later came back to haunt him. He then was awarded a British Commonwealth scholarship, and he went to London to study nursing, and there he met my mother. And she was escaping Salazar's dictatorship of her home country, Portugal. And so they started a new life together. And when I was 4 years old, the pressures of work, plus the early abuse and war trauma that my father had experienced, they all led him to a complete breakdown. That meant he was unable to work. And I remember at that time waking up hearing him screaming in the middle of the night through nightmares. Eventually he emerged, and he was able to find self-acceptance and peace in his later years. And my own destiny unfolded. I did train as a doctor, and I became a paediatrician in the British National Health Service, where I worked for 10 years. I made the jump to move to Switzerland and joined industry and started working in rare diseases, which has become my passion. I wanted to share my story and where my father started in his life, and how that inspired me and allowed me to make the journey to be here today. So that was important to me. If you want to work for an organization that really supports you to make the greatest contribution that you can, then consider joining us here at Novartis.